Um, Ryan here with a brand new video and brand new live. So, as you can see, the topic tonight here is to get happier. Because so many of us, because we do not have the $1 million in a bank account yet, we believe that we shouldn't be happy or we cannot be happy until we get the $1 million. It's not a good way how to live. It's just not. Because what are you going to do? You know, what are you going to do? Just live in that state of unhappiness and until I get a beautiful spouse, you know, until I get the Lamborghini, until I get that $1 million home, until then I'll be happy. When I get the spouse, then I'll be happy. The beautiful spouse, then I'll be happy. When I get the nice car, then I'll be happy. When I get a beautiful home, then I'll be happy. When I take this trip, then I'll be happy. When I get these suits, then I'll be happy. When I get these lovely kids, then I'll be happy. Doesn't sound like a good state to be in. What about if you get happy now before you get those things? I mean, would that help a little? Would that ease the stress? Relieve you some pain, some stress, some headache, some worries, some problems? Would that change anything for you in your life? So this whole idea of when I get this, then I'll be happy is, to me, is a load of hogwash. It doesn't help, you know. Right now, can you working on being happy now? I'm not saying you are going to be happy, and but you can be a lot happier right now in this moment if you chose to put in the work, because yes, there's work involved. You are not going to get to where you need to go without some work. Don't forget, folks, while you are here, like and subscribe. Help out your boy to get out into the YouTube universe. Comment down below. Like and subscribe. Those comments really help out the videos to go out there into the YouTube universe. So comment down below, like and subscribe. Appreciate you all for being here. Right? So we're talking about being happy now. Being happier than how you are. It's gonna take some work. It's not particularly easy. Okay? But there's a certain feeling you can evoke certain feelings, exude certain feelings. You can radiate happiness, joy, peace, calm, in a relaxed state. Get yourself in a relaxed state. These are things that you can accomplish. I know they are non-intangibles. So if you can hold it in your hands, then Grishma, appreciate you for being here. Thank you. Because you can't hold it in your hands, so you don't think it's a big of a deal. Understand something here. One of my greatest strength is relationships. And I'm trying to see if I can help a lot of you to get out there. Francis, you don't care? That's okay. You don't need to care at all. It's fine. We don't care either, Francis. Believe me. We could give two rat's ears about you either. And how you live your life. Hey, Alexis. So, become happier. That is what we are pushing towards. If you want to stay miserable, go ahead. All right, Alexis, appreciate you being here. You are new. Thank you very much for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment down below. Help out your boy to get out into the YouTube universe. All right. So, create a happier life. Happiness is something that has to be created. Has to be created. Okay. Don't listen that you can sit down and meditate and happiness fall into your life. Maybe, and in some in some instances, I believe this can work. But for most of us, we're gonna have to get up and get moving in the right direction. Do some things. There are some things that we need to be doing in order for us to reach that state of happiness, achieve a state of well-being, wellness, feeling well, feeling good. So you are not being miserable. You know, Gorilla Gods, what's up, mate? Appreciate you being here, man. Of course, I remember you. Now, appreciate you for being here. Thank you very much for stopping by. You know, don't forget to like and subscribe and comment down below. Y'all, appreciate y'all. You know, y'all. Of course, mate. Thank you very much, Alexis. Appreciate it for you for being here. And we are talking about reaching a state of happiness. Well-being is so important. But you know what happened? We don't believe that we should achieve a state of well-being. Or we will achieve that state when we get certain things. Certain materialistic things. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I love materialistic things. Okay? Would be nothing nice for me to have a Lambo parking outside here right now, believe me. And I would just stop this live and go for a ride right now. Okay? That's what I would do, right? So I love, you know, and I would just drove to my big house on the lake somewhere or on the ocean front somewhere or even up in the mountains. It doesn't matter. So I love materialistic things. Beautiful suits, nice shoes, and I dress nice, I look nice, nice colognes, and I come out there into the world, and come out there and looking good in my nice cars, and it just would be fun, and wonderful relationships. Lots of people know me, I know them. We talk, we do business. My business is killing it. I'm making over $1 million a year. I love materialistic things, so don't get me wrong. But to say that we should wait, or we should put our happiness on hold until we get these things before we can be happy, I think it's a stupid mistake. It's a horrible mistake. A lot of people who have money are really unhappy. And part of the reason for that is they didn't take care of their happiness first. I know some people are saying, well, you don't have to be happy. No, you don't have to be happy. You don't need to. It's not a requirement. But I mean, do you want to walk around being a miserable a miserable rich person? Like I said, don't get me wrong, I would prefer to cry in the Bentley than on my little pedal bike. Okay? So I have nothing against materialistic riches, wealth, success, prosperity, large sums of money, abundance of money. I want those things to flow into my life easily and lavishly. So I have no issues with riches, wealth, and prosperity. But I also highly needed, and I'm highly dedicated to create happiness, peace of mind, calm, relaxation. When it's time for me to go into the party and have fun, dance, and so forth, I'll do that. But for the most part, I want to be peaceful, loving, kind, and gentle, affectionate. I do not want to come across a whole bunch of money while I'm miserable. Don't get me wrong, I will take it. But I would prefer to have the money while I'm happy. I think I would able to help more people that way. I would know how to distribute the money, because the money needs to be distributed. Don't listen to what they're telling you. Holding on to a whole bunch of money is just not smart. Okay, money needs to go to people who need it. I keep some, and I ship off some of it to other people, whether that be my employees, or I hate charities. I don't think, because I personally believe I should go down to the grocery store, buy the food myself, and give it to the people who need the food. Or I have these 5 families where I support every month. Every month I go take out my bank card and swipe, make sure that these 5 families get food every month for their kids, so that their kids can able to eat and learn, go to school, study, and become somebody in life. I would prefer to do it that way. I am not a big charity guy. I don't think that they are honest. I think they are criminals, in my opinion. Don't get me wrong. I think they do a lot of good, but I think these people are criminals. And when I see how criminal these people are, it scares the hell out of me to give them anything at all. I don't think it's gonna get to the people who it needs to get to. I don't trust them. Criminal. That's how I see them. They might be good people. Until they prove me that they are good people, then yes. Right? But creating happiness in your life. Well, this is when you're gonna have to get up off of your couch and do what it takes to get you to where you need to go. I I don't know. I don't know if you can find happiness inside of your apartment. I mean, my apartment is not bad. It's a nice apartment, but I don't believe I can sit down in here all day and find happiness. I don't know. I think you have to go outside. We need to go outside and get work done. Most of us, we just go from work to home. That's fine. That's okay. From work to home is okay. I do that too. But I mean, is there anything else you could add to your life to make your life more interesting? I mean, you go to work, yeah, you are paying the bills. I get it. You're a hardworking man and you pay the bills and so forth. But at the end of the day, it's not. It's a. You are not interesting. You are doing what everybody else does. You have to do that and a little bit more to become more interesting. Yes, John is a nice man, he works hard and he takes care of his wife and children and so forth, and that's fine. You know what they're gonna say? John's supposed to do that anyways. Perchmerks, what will make you more interesting? What do you like to do? Let's say tomorrow morning you are, and you said, okay, what could I see myself doing if I wasn't at work? Gardening, fishing. I see people who are doing really well, just freaking fishing. Okay, do you have the body for that? Or maybe you could just do it anyways. It doesn't matter. Want to go shirtless? I mean, I'm not sure if that's gonna make you interesting. Of course, you're gonna get some people gonna look at you, but I don't think that's interesting. It's not anything that anybody are gonna come, unless you have some huge freaking muscles and you walk into the store. I mean, you're outside the store because they won't let you into the store no shirts, and people are standing up beside you because they want to take pictures with you, like this big giant guy in Africa. He walks around like that all day, no shirts, and people want to take pictures with him in the Philippines and everywhere he goes. Okay, you see a little white woman running behind him with camera, trying to take pictures and make videos of him. Okay, yeah, That can make you interesting. He's a very interesting guy, if you ask me. Guy has muscles and abs and massive big dude. Yep. So that's one way how to become interesting. You know. But I'm talking interesting to the point where people want to be around you, hang around you, have conversations. Maybe you're a good storyteller, you know? Yeah. All right then, God, Gorilla Gods, when you come to town, man, let me know. Hit me up. So we can freaking get to meet each other. That would be nice. So in a couple of months, from now, when you come down here, let me know what's going on, man. Hit me up. You know, I'll come downtown and meet you down there and say what have to say hi, say what's up. You know what I mean? That's what's up. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah. So Perch Mercs, you said not a good one, but it's interesting. Well, interesting. It depends on you, man. It depends on you. Like David Goggins, he run these crazy freaking races. That's interesting. People pay money to go see this guy speak. Okay, I see. They came to they were in Colorado here. I think a few months ago they were, and he was with these other top speakers. Right, that's interesting. So just find something that's unique to you. I believe. I think that's one of the things, because we all came here to the planet with different DNAs, different fingerprints. Our fingerprints are not the same. Can't it's just different. So we came here to leave our mark on this planet, but it won't be done by you sitting around and talking crap. Okay, Perch Mercs, what happened? So this is why you're gonna have to get out there and do the work. Becoming an interesting person. I was listening to this audiobook. I think it was Your Word is Your One, I think, by Florence Scovel Shinn, and she was talking about. I think that's a book. Or if it's not that one, then it would be. But anyways, she was talking about she met this hobo on her when she flew from, I think, East Coast to no, she I think she caught the ship back then, and you have to go around South America, because I don't think they have that canal was made yet to go there, and then you could go up there to California. But anyways, and she said she met this hobo, and the hobo, Jim something whatever, and this guy dramatized his story of being a hobo, makes his story so interesting. People want to hear it. I think he got an award or something. He wrote a book, and he got nominated. I think he ended up in Hollywood, something like that. Movie was made of him or whatever. But you have to be interesting. Gotta be. Or if you're not interesting, it's just not gonna happen, man. So get interesting. Become an interesting person. Workout split? What is that? Never. No, I don't quite understand workout split at all. I really don't. What I can tell you is I work out 7 days a week. That I can tell you. Oh crap! I do not know the name of the workouts I do. I really don't know the name of them. I just do them. If you go on my social media, look on my YouTube, you can see a lot of the workouts that I do. I don't know the name of them at all. I really don't. I wish I could. Sometimes people ask me, "What's the name of the What's the name of the workout that I do?" I'm like, I don't know. I just do them. When it comes down to me giving you information like what the name of workout and the science behind what I'm doing, can't tell you. Can't, really don't know. And that's just me. I don't sit around. I don't sit around thinking about looking up stuff and researching stuff. I just get up and I just go do I just go do it. And I'm a doer, not a thinker, not a researcher. Give me information so I can get going. That's just how I roll. Nick Gurr, if that helps. So yeah. Yeah. So, like I said, we are dealing with creating the happiness in our lives. And we need to be happy. Contrary to popular belief that we should be miserable. We weren't taught how to be happy at all. We weren't. They just didn't teach us how to be happy. Happiness wasn't written in your program. I personally believe that we were taught how to be miserable. Because when you're going to send somebody to a job for 40 years, that's absolutely crazy. And then when they retire, you give them a pension and then they died a few years later. What kind of life is that? I mean, is that how we're supposed to live? Is that how we were put here to just work, pay bills, die? I don't believe so. I think it's criminal. And when I see how criminal the system is, it makes me want to work to eject myself out of the criminal system that has been set up. I know some people are gonna be like, "Oh, so what do you want?" I mean, this is how things has always been. You go to work and you work and you pay your bills and you take care of your children and your wife. I have no problem with that. But you want me to work 5 days a week? I take 2 days off, or 6 days a week, take 1 day off, and I get the bills paid. And my life is just okay. It's not good, it's not bad, but it's just okay. What kind of nonsense is that? Is that entertaining? And you're a good man. After work, you go to the liquor store and you get yourself a 6 pack and you come home and you smoke a few cigarettes, a joint, maybe drink a few beers, have a conversation with your neighbor and so forth. And what? Is that how you would like to live? Not doing it. So, this is why I said your life need to be interesting. Make it interesting. Interesting people looks a lot happier than us because they are always doing. Can you close it? They are always doing stuff which makes them a little bit more. I would say it makes them seems like they're having a little bit more fun at the party, even when there is no fun at all. But because they are in the motion, moving, they are always doing something. Going to the gym, go for runs, mountain biking, rock climbing. These guys are always doing something. Trying to start a business or something like that. So these guys keep on moving. They don't stay stagnant. They don't sit down on their couch and complain and whine and cry. And by the way, I would highly recommend stay away from complaining. It's one of the worst things you could ever do. Now, these days, I'm getting more faster. So when any type of complaint pop into my mind, I resort to something called gratitude. And I will just go off to myself somewhere or repeat in my head, or I get my cell phone out, get my earbuds, and start playing some gratitude. Give thanks. Because I need to override the complaining. Complaining is one of the worst things you could ever do. I think it was what's his name there from T. Harv Eker. T. Harv Eker said, when you complain, you become a living, breathing crap magnet. You know? So yeah, stay away from complaining. Avoid complaining. I don't recommend complaining. And by the way, nobody gives a. I don't wanna say that word, but nobody gives two nothing about you complaining. They might hear it for a while, for a little while. They might hear you and might, yeah, Tom is going to. But you complain one time, cool, hear you out. Two times, you're pushing it. You really are, and they don't want to hear it. This is not a place where you can feel sorry for yourself. This is a place where you fell down, and you, sir, you need to get back up and keep on pushing, because that's what is expected of you, just in case if you didn't know. So when I hear people whining, crying, and complaining, especially if they are men, I'm like, yeah, good luck. Let me see where that is going to take you. Not gonna get you very far. Stay away from complaining. Avoid getting into the habit of complaining, because it's a habit. You're gonna build a habit. You do it one time, two times, three times, four times, five times, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times, and you do this 10 days in a row, a month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, a year. You become you become a complainer now, and guess what happens? Nobody wants to be around you. You are not an interesting person. You are a complaining person, and they just want to run away from you. They see you coming, and they'll be like, Jesus Christ, I don't want to talk to Tom today because, God, I don't want to hear the same freaking stuff again. He's going to be complaining about the neighbors now, and complain about the people on the TV. No. Except for the politicians. I will sit down and hear you talk about them because it's fine. I'm okay with you talking about these criminals, because that's what they are. When you see how criminal these people are and the way how they behave, I will definitely sit down with you and let you have your moment talking about how criminal these politicians are, because we need to talk about how criminal they are. They are criminals, and that's what we need to be saying they are. Okay? And Rayan, MAGA. Oh man, you have no idea how great MAGA is, make America great again. And this guy Trump is a savior. He's the second coming of Christ. Best thing since sliced bread. You believe that crap? You really believe this crap? And I'm like, yeah, great. Bye-bye. Have a good night. Cause if you think this stuff is real, you gotta be kidding me. Okay? So, get away from complaining. Create happiness. I don't want to hear any complaining, any whining. So here we go now. We're going to get into it now. Put on your running shoes. Put on your running shoes. Hit the pavement. Do some running. How far should you run? That's up to you. How long should you run for? That's up to you. How fast should you run? That's up to you. Right? But here we go. Put on your running shoes. Start running. Yeah. We're talking about creating happiness. This is how I did it. That's how I did it. Put on your running shoes. Hit the pavement. Do some running. The feeling you get after you run, I can't explain it, but you need to go through it in order for you to feel what I am saying to you. Nobody can give you this feeling. You are the only person who can evoke this feeling, exude this feeling. Must put in the work. Put on the running shoes. Start running. Next step, I want you to go down to the gym. Yes, I know. Lift some weights. Get up on the pull-up bar. Hit the ground. Do some push-ups. Lift some weights. I know. Ryan, this is a lot, you know? Okay. You want to become happier? Then this is a process. It's called the process. You can't just get things out of nowhere, out of thin air. You have to be, it has to be a process. You go to work, you work, and they give you a paycheck. Unless even if you go steal it, it's still a process. But you're gonna go to jail. You know? So it's a process. Everything has a process. You go through certain steps in order for you to achieve certain things. Achieving wellness, state of wellness. So get fit, stay fit, get healthy, stay healthy. Get on the grind and stay on the grind. Don't get off. Because when you do, you're gonna go back right where you are, where you were. We don't want you to do that. We want you to stay here in this in this state of higher vibe, higher energy, higher frequency. You raise up your energy level when you go to the gym and you go run. Those two together get you into a state of joy and peace, relaxation and calmness. Okay, and then we're gonna go to another step now. We want to work. That was the physical, the external. It's both internal. It's both. It's internal and external. But now we're gonna go deal with the internal now. And this is when we're going to practice. Because the mind needs to be trained. Just as how you train your body to be strong, train your mind to be strong too. A weak mind is just, you can't be taken seriously. You're going to quit every single thing you approach, pretty much. You're going to quit them. Maybe except for jacking off on Pornhub. Maybe that you won't quit. Because that's easy to do. All you got to do is lay on your back, take out your, look at the screen girl on the screen, and you just video girl, whack after her. That's very easy. Not saying you are a horrible human being. Not saying that, but just saying it's too easy, and you accomplish that. Meanwhile, what would be more difficult for you to do would be go out there, walk up to the girl, say hi to her, try to get her on a coffee date. Try to talk to her, try to get to know her. That's way harder. But you see, that would give you more pleasure, more joy. More joy. But it's too hard for you to do. Human beings, we really don't like hard things. I don't like hard things either. But I do them because it's necessary that I get these things done, so that way I can get myself into a state of peace, calm, relaxation, happiness, joy. It's more fun. If I sprint for 3 miles and I get a pace for like I did today, 8.15, pretty decent pace. Okay. Well, after I was finished, it was, the feeling was just awesome. Okay. So here we go now. Start training the mind. Start doing something that you haven't been doing in a long time. You have been sleeping in till 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. Especially if you are living with your wife or your girlfriend. One of the most stupid mistakes you could ever make is to sleep in with your wife or sleep with. Every once in a while you can do that, and I don't recommend it. But if you work night shifts, that's understandable. Don't lay down in the bed with her. Get up. Piss her off when you lay down. She went, what? Yuck. Ugh. Don't like you very much. Okay? Get up out of the bed. So one thing you need to do, wake up early. You got to get up a little bit earlier than you normally would. Wake up early. And I believe this is the best time to do the morning practices to become more smarter, more because the language of so positive affirmations, prosperity affirmations, personal development, gratitude, prayers, quotes. These are things that's gonna change your life, change your program. You're gonna create a healthier program. You're gonna change your subconscious programming, change your vocabulary, change your thoughts, the way how you speak. It's gonna that's what's gonna do it for you. And I believe early morning is the best time to get this work done. In the early morning, it's more quiet, it's more peaceful. Your neighbors are not up yet with her dogs barking, bothering you. Okay, it's way more peaceful. So this is why I would recommend you wake up early, and also to do not let your wife see you laying down in the bed till 7 o'clock. Get out of there. Get out. 5:30, you need to be up. Get the hell up out of there. Don't lay down in there with her. Let her lay in there. Honey, can you come back to bed? Nope, not doing it, Jennifer. Deep down, you would like to lay down in the bed with your wife because it just feels good. You cuddle her, great. But don't do it. Get out, get up, start moving. Go to the gym, go for a run, start reading, grab your cup of tea, your coffee, whatever your coffee man, and so forth. Jose, you come back again, man. Why? Hey, Jose, did you subscribe, man? Subscribe. So, like and subscribe and start commenting down below so we can, help out your boy here, man. You know, yeah. So, yeah. So, here we go. We are going to be working on these things here. And I want to show a lot of people how to get out of the state that they are in. Right on, Jose, man. Appreciate you stopping by. And I know you are a piece of work, but I think you're a cool dude. I believe so. For people with a sense of humor are typically cool, Jose. I think you have a sense of humor. Yeah. So this is how you make changes in your life, folks. All right. You will not make these changes by some accident or some miracle. I know a lot of you are Christians and you are looking for some miracle to happen. They don't happen like that. There's a process. You have to do something in order for you to achieve something. Well, at least on the physical level. Because we're living in a world where it takes effort to procure and achieve things. Right? So let's go, folks. Become better than who you are right now. You gotta change your life, and when you need to change. You cannot stay where you are and change. Got to keep moving in the right direction. This is why a lot of us ended up being 65 and broke. Not just broke, but also broke and miserable. And you see, some of these people, they are grumpy because I think deep down that they knew that at some point they messed up by not doing things a certain way. Don't wait until it's too late. Let's say you are 55 years old right now and you are wondering, holy crap, what do I do now? 55 years old. Life has passed me by. My wife just divorced me here recently. I'm fat, broke, drinking too much beers. What the hell should I do now? Okay. 55 to 65. That's 10 years. People are working up till they're in their 70s now. Way up in their 70s now. No excuse. Oh, you would have to do it for Walmart if you were going if you're working at Walmart. You would have to show up at Walmart and work every single day. Why not pick up a little side something that you like to do and do that on the side for yourself? Over a long period of time, it's a good chance you will see some reward. You'll get some reward. You will see some changes, some success. People will start coming to you for help in some way, shape, or form. If you have to do it for somebody else, because in this case you must, or else you lose your apartment that you live in, or your house. But most of us live in apartments. What are you gonna do? Sit down crying? I'm 55 years old. End of the world? No, it's not. But if you don't do anything about it, the 10 years is going to run out. And you are going to be 65 whether you like it or not. I don't think you just want to be 65 and just waiting to die. Oh Lord, please take me. I just want to get off this goddamn planet. And some of those people actually live a long time. But I'm not sure if the universe is like, yeah, you need to suffer because you are stupid. Yeah. So make the shift, make the change. I know some of you are in your 30s and you think that it was that's how I felt in my 30s. I felt like it was freaking over. Guys, I have no information about how to make the shift that I want to make. Broke and miserable. And with a few stroke of luck, I was guided and I saw where I need to make the change. But that's the thing with me and a lot of people. I listen to the call. I listen to where the band is marching. And I march in that direction. I march with that music. That band is playing. Boom, 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 boom. And I know I gotta run out of my damn house. I jump to the window, whatever, and start marching with the band. Listen to where the music is going. Like Dr. Wayne Dyer said, do not die with your music in you. Yeah. And that's what helps me. I listen. And I'm also a good student. I'm a good follower. I know some of you don't like that because you think that you are way up here. No, you are not. This is why we have mentors to teach us. And you don't go tell the freaking mentor how things go until when you develop yourself to a point where you can start doing your own thing now. That's different. But as for right now, be a good listener, be a good follower, be a good student. You are not better than being a student. As a matter of fact, I don't think you should ever get away from your white belt. Even when you're a black belt, go back to your white belt. I was watching some videos on creativity. And I noticed when these people, these top people, they peak and they go up to 10,000 hours, then they start to fail down. I think that is a huge problem with a lot of you. You don't believe that you have to learn anything else. And I'm like, if you're tired of your field, why don't you go study in another field? Then bring that information back over into your field and merge them together and see what you can create. Mike can create something new. You know, a lot of these breakthroughs that happen didn't really happen by people who were top notch in that field. The aeroplane, created by the Wright brothers in 1903, they were bicycle mechanics, for Christ's sake. They weren't into the technology, the aviation, and how stuff flew through the air. No. So many stuff has been. Dr. Maxwell Maltz was a plastic surgeon. He wrote the book Psycho-Cybernetics, Self-Image Psychology. He was a bloody plastic surgeon. But he discovered that there are two images of ourselves, one external and one internal. You'll be surprised the people who make these breakthroughs in these fields sometimes. Sometimes they're not even in that field. Alright? Yeah, stay there at the freaking beginners so you can always learn. I think I forgot what the guy, Suzuki something his name is. And he says, in the beginner's mind, there are many possibilities. In the experts, there are few. You know too much. You don't think that there is anything else anybody can tell you. Oh, I know everything about this field. I really don't want to talk to you, really, because you know everything already. I want to talk to the guy who doesn't know that much. They will come up with all types of ideas. Oh, we can do it this way. We can do it this way. What about, have you tried this before? You know, and these new mind, new ideas, new perspective. That's why you see kids, people like to watch kids and see how kids operate. Listen to how kids ask questions. They ask some of the questions. Hey, Alexis, appreciate you being here. Listen to when kids ask questions. The way how they ask some of the most off the wall, off the chart questions, and be like, what is this little kid asking? Right? And that's just because their minds are just so, their young, fertile mind is just beginner's mind, and they are investigating the world, investigating their environment. A lot of us, we got away from that. And this is why we are struggling. We become too complacent. We are too skeptic. And we are just experts in what we are doing. We're going to get away from that. All right? So this is why I said, change your life so that we can become more happier. The more happier you become, you're going to see you can get to think about the things that you want to think about more easily with least effort as possible. When the resentment and the trauma and your old programming is running your life, it takes up too much of your brain space. You can't think about what you want to create because your life is just coming from your programs, running from your subconscious programs. Okay? Get into the habit of thinking like a beginner. Remove the stress, remove the headache, remove the problems, get rid of some of those things. Okay? Well, all right then, folks. This was a good session here. Thank you for this meeting that I have with you here tonight. Appreciate you being here. Thank you all for showing up. Don't forget, like and subscribe, comment down below. Help out your boy to get out into the YouTube universe. Appreciate y'all for being here. And don't forget, change your life. Become more happier, more joyful, more loving, more relaxing, more gentle, more kind, more affectionate. Forget about the $1,000,000 for now, for right now. Later on, yes. But for now, become more happier. So that way you can have more wonderful things come to you. Good things will come to you when you are more happier. All right? So, talk to you soon. Ryan here. Comment, like, subscribe, comment down below. And I will see you soon in a new life. Bye for now.